Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching the Big Bang Theory. This is the 17th episode of the 11th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode, the second baby has finally arrived. Yes, the water did break, and yes, the baby has been delivered. Now, they've had a boy, and now they've got a girl. Well, they've had a girl, now they've got a boy. Girl's called Harley. The boy, reluctantly, Howard didn't want to name it after Bernadette's father. She wanted to call him Michael. He didn't want to. He was bouncing and riffing off different names in the episode. They ended up settling on kind of like a middle name for Michael and a first name for Neil. So he's called Neil Michael Wallowitz. Now, that's very interesting. And I think it's actually a fair compromise, They can call him Neil on the birth certificate. People can call him Neil at school, in the work environment, or whatever he wants to choose his name to be. Whilst also at home, his mum can maintain that he's called Michael and use it as his nickname or whatnot. And it's still kind of there for a dad, obviously, with an association. The same way, personally, I've got my dad's middle name as well. So it's kind of like same. I respect it, I get it. And, I do actually like how they kind of found the middle ground with that. So I'm really excited to see, obviously, now both of them as parents with two kids, very young, if they're stressed out, how are they going to cope with it? More screen time for Bernadette now she's back and obviously not heavily pregnant and not cooped up in bed. She's going to be rocking and rolling and back into the apartments and part of the gang again. And I'm excited to see, obviously, like I said, how life's going to change now two babies or two children are here. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Oh my god, I can't believe how big Hallie's getting.
Where's Howard?
He's changing Michael.
All done. Fun fact, did you know baby boys can pee straight up?
Where are you guys?
Really good. Except for when we went grocery shopping, the checkout lady asked when I was due.
But you handled it well.
Okay, well, we all miss you.
You guys too.
Bye. Seeing them all together like that has got my biological clock ticking like crazy.
We have saved the date cards.
Didn't go with my calligrapher. Interesting.
What is this picture?
Oh, it's an MRI of our brains photoshopped to look like they're kissing.
You guys have a location yet? Because you don't have a lot of time.
Hey, it took us 9 months to pick a date and a week to decide if brains can have lips on them. So get in the boat and row.
Michael's out.
So's Hallie.
Oh, I didn't even know I was capable of loving someone so much.
Really me? I'm just messing with you. I totally love them more than you.
Take a bullet for them.
But not
I
for
would
you.
get seriously mutilated for you.
You should know if you got seriously mutilated, I might dump you.
Crazy not to. Even unmutilated, I'm no prize.
See, I think it's interesting like that because, like, when I watch kind of like these being all soppy and stuff, like, I feel like that ain't my personality, and I don't know if I would ever be like that. However, you can't speak in situations that you've never been in. However, you can only base stuff on how you know yourself, and I don't know. I feel like it's that weird, like looking at that and thinking, I wonder if I ever have kids and I act like that, because right now I am nowhere near like that. Honestly, I am. If that's this end of the spectrum, I'm way over there on a different planet. Like I would, how I currently am, you would never see me in a situation like that, hovering over, going However, I could do. And that's why I'm excited to when I do have kids to see if I actually change as well. Because like I say, right now, knowing myself and who I am as a person, my personality is nowhere near close. But like I said, mate, I can't wait to be able to see how everything completely changes and how, obviously, I would react in different situations.
I'm really happy with our wedding date. The month squared equals the square of the sum of the members of the set of prime factors of the day. Isn't that romantic?
Well, we only have 2 months to find a venue, and I had a thought. What about the ATHENAEUM Club at Caltech?
Albert Einstein was a member there.
So you're interested?
Oh, of course. Yeah, but that club's extremely exclusive. Leonard's been trying to get us in there for years, but no luck. I suppose we can give it a look, and if it doesn't work out, I hear that there is a nearby Chinese restaurant that Einstein used to frequent.
Or we pick a place we like and don't worry about Einstein.
Well, reality TV is right. Brides are crazy.
Honestly, it's gonna be hard when we both go back to work. I've been thinking maybe it would be better if one of us decided to stay home.
I don't know. I was raised by servants, and look at me. Pros and cons.
Kind of want to stay home, but Bernadette is a way better parent than I am.
Wait, does Bernadette want to stay home?
I don't know. She's really invested in her career. She's doing great.
Be hard for me to buck traditional gender roles like that.
Didn't you see Taylor Swift twice this month?
Yeah, because she's hot, not because she sings my truth.
Did Albert Einstein ever sit in any of these chairs?
I think these are fairly new, but Stephen Hawking's eaten here a lot.
Yeah, but he brings his own chair.
Plus, he's already mates with him.
Seems kind of perfect. And it's close enough to your office so you can use the bathroom you like.
I put a sticker over the auto flush so it doesn't startle me.
Really like it.
Oh, I must admit I do as well. Look at how somber all the men in these portraits are.
Leonard and Penny are right there.
He told me he checked on our membership just last week, and we were still 400th in line.
Oh, hey.
How did you get in here?
What do you mean? Leonard's a member.
You told me it was incredibly exclusive.
Yeah, look, about that, I lied.
Hey, wait, you told me it was exclusive too.
Mm-hmm. I avoided him and impressed you all with the same lie.
There's something I want to talk to you about.
We're not putting a TV in the bathroom. That's how you get hemorrhoids.
I was thinking maybe one of us should stay home full time with the kids.
Oh, great. So I have to give up my job and everything I worked for?
I think she wants
Actually,
to.
I was thinking I should stay home.
Oh, so I have to abandon my children and go back to work while you get to stay home and bond with them?
Don't you think you should go back to work because you make more money?
Don't you think you should make more money?
Hey, that isn't
It's
as
pretty
easy as
sexist
people
of you to
say.
Say a dad can't stay home with his children.
You know what else is sexist? The phrase suck it. Yet here we are.
Mate, it isn't as easy as people think it is to make more money, no matter how hard you go, right? Like, literally, I'm not the case. So this is a factual, truthful thing, and pretty much would be illegal wages right now. But when I left college, I think it was 18, I'd done an apprenticeship. Now, I don't know what it is in the US. It could be similar to an internship where I think in an internship you don't get paid, but apprenticeship here in the UK is obviously you paid, but very low. I was on £2.50 an hour, which is $3 an hour or something. I only cleared 500 a month for 2 years, mate. Honestly, 2 years I was getting 500 a month, and my mum wanted me to save half of that so that I could try and save up for my own house. So I was taking 250 out and trying to live off 250. Now, obviously, she was buying the food at that time, paying my phone bills and stuff, and it was teaching me how to obviously budget. But it's crazy, you know, so obviously make more money. It's not as easy. Sometimes you get stuck in a position. I had to do that for 2 years until I got promoted into the full-time job. And then I stuck in a similar wage within a 3-4 grand bracket for 7 years, honestly. Like, I worked there for 7 years and the wage only increased a maximum of 4 grand until I decided to leave, go to university, do a degree, and then get a new job on the other side that could actually, you know, pay me for the effort that I've put in. So, like, in terms of me starting work to finishing my degree, it was like a 10-year period before I actually got a decent upgrade. And, you know, people think it's so much easier to just go out and get another job. Mate, sometimes you could be in an establishment for so long and work so hard and ask for pay rises and nothing comes of it. And then it's either quit and be unemployed like Penny was trying to find a new one, or, you know, you've got to just suck it up and try and hopefully hard work pays off. Do you know what I mean? So it's not as easy. And we've never been told how much she makes more than him, but she gloats it's way more. So in reality, yeah, the person that makes the least amount of money should be able to stay off. Now, obviously, in this case, it's Howard.
I can't believe Leonard lied to me. What are we going to find out next? That he's not really lactose intolerant?
Oh, you're upset, but if we want to book the Athenaeum, we really should do it now. Oh, I love it when you're folksy. I'm just gonna call.
On the other hand, shaming Leonard during our wedding at the very place he betrayed me does have a beautiful symmetry to it.
That's nice. It'll be your first petty act as a married man.
Maybe it shouldn't be all about revenge.
Oh, I see. Okay, someone booked our date.
Who?
Well.
Why? What's he booked it for?
This is a pickle. I don't want to move my potty, but I also don't want to help you. Oh, wait, I don't have a problem.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Where you been?
Oh, nowhere special, just the park, the farmer's market. Then we hopped on the Gold Line to Chinatown because it's important for the kids to experience other cultures. What have you been doing?
You're just trying to prove that you do a better job than me.
You're pretty sharp having just woken up. In fact, why don't you take the day off?
Fine. Maybe I'll have lunch with Penny.
Take your time. Get a massage. You deserve it after all the sleep you've been getting.
I said some pretty unprofessional things about his work. I may have even used the S word.
Subpar?
I'm not proud of it, Amy, but I have a temper.
Apologize about the Athenaeum.
Why did you lie to me?
I don't know. It just seemed funny at first, and then the longer it went on, funnier it got.
Obviously, he wanted a place to go where I wouldn't be. And apparently all of outside wasn't enough for him.
Come on, I do feel bad.
Why? Did your best friend hurt your feelings?
Well, Sheldon.
Well, look, I only have time to deal with one jerk right now, and that's Barry Kripke.
What?
He has the Athenaeum booked for our wedding date, and he won't give it up.
Yeah, so if you could just please leave before I get angry and say something I will regret about your face, your height, your personal hygiene, or the fact that your science, while serviceable, lacks panache.
It's actually one of the nicest things you've ever said about my work.
Paid him a compliment, to be honest. You know, here's a question that I wanted to ask you guys. Right. If you had a dream location, so say you wanted this place that these guys wanted to, but they could only book it, because sometimes wedding venues are like fully booked up and you have to wait 1 or 2 years to do that, you know. Like, would you get married at a registrar, just you two, so you're technically married, and then in 2 years get the date, get the location that you wanted, and go there and have the whole big shebang, the wedding day, everybody there, the celebration, and renew the vows kind of there, have one big day? Do you know what I mean? Like, and the counter to that is, why would I get married at a registrar? Because I'm not getting married properly on this day. I get it. I totally get it. But then in the scheme of things, would you not want to be married for longer, so that when you get older, you can say, we're married for 50 years, or we've been married for 30 years, you know what I mean? Instead of we've been married for X. Does that make sense? You know, sometimes people wait years on end to get married, when in reality, it's just a day. And you could get married before, put the ring on it, have it on record, have the, you know, the memories, have the anniversaries, and then get the day that you've always wanted when that time becomes available. Do you know what I mean? I would be for that, but other people wouldn't, and I'd like to hear, like, your opinion. Would you wait for the venue, even if it's 5 years away, and not get married and stay engaged? Or would you get married, just a small venue, you two, and then let the years rock up, your anniversaries, and then choose a venue that you could, and obviously celebrate it there with a renewed vows or whatever's like that, with all your friends and family there?
Hey, there you are.
Yeah, I just wanted to stop in and see my office before we went to lunch.
Just a few more weeks, you'll be back full time, huh?
Yeah.
Dr. Rostenkowski, I'm sorry I didn't know you were back.
Oh, I'm not. I just came to meet Penny for lunch.
Is there anything I can get you? Coffee, water?
No, I think we're just
Coffee
gonna.
sounds good.
Sorry to bother you. Dr. Lee heard you were here and had a quick question.
Yep, fine, put him on. Gerald, what's going on? Hope you're not screwing up my research. I'm calling from a bike ride because you're backpedaling hard. All right, fine. Email it over. I'll take a look. Sorry, where were we?
Love your kids. Don't miss your job.
Right. And then, oh, good, you got the little cookies I like.
Why are you cleaning that out yourself? Don't you have grad students?
Come on. I can't make my grad students do every dirty job. Or so I've been told in writing by the head of human resources.
I'm here to ask you to give Sheldon and Amy the Athenaeum for their wedding.
Why would I do that?
Because deep down, Barry, you're a really good guy.
But am I?
You gotta say fair play to Leonard, though, innit?
Barry, I have come to ask one more... Leonard?
I made a deal with him to get you the Athenaeum for your wedding. Because I was a jerk for lying to you before, and besides, you're my best friend. I want you to have the wedding of your dreams.
On Mars?
Yeah, if you can. Sure.
Okay, I want Amy to have the wedding of her dreams.
I'm not going to let Barry win.
Well, what are we gonna do?
We have a combined IQ of 360. Yeah, perhaps more if that radiation gave you a super brain. Leonard, my nose itches. What do I do?
Should have a rag on hand.
Boy, I really passed out hard. But I think I could do this on my own.
Hey, don't beat yourself up. Parenting is hard. Like, I've seen and smelled things today that I cannot unsee or unsmell.
What time is it?
It's almost 6.
Okay. Bernadette's gonna be home soon. We gotta divide and conquer. I'll make dinner. You watch the kids.
Kids are asleep.
Great, then you make dinner.
We got the Athenaeum.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing! How'd you get Barry to change his mind?
Well, I couldn't have done it without Leonard. Well, you should have seen us in there. We were like Batman and Robin.
What happened?
Well, we scrubbed out some barrels of irradiated grease, rinsed off in the safety shower, and then told Barry Kripke what is what.
What else did you agree to?
Barry has the voice of an angel.
Not singing at our wedding.
He only wants to sing Volare.
Oh, Volare!
I appreciate everything you did, but we can find another location that's just as good.
I scrubbed sludge for you. I may be slightly radioactive.
Oh, you're exaggerating. Don't let him touch the silverware.
Why is Raj asleep on our couch?
I needed some help, so he came by, played with the kids, read them some stories, put them down for their nap, and made dinner. You should stay home.
I do definitely want to, but I know how much this means to you. And it was just one day. I went by the office, they gave me coffee and cookies, and no one peed on me.
I also love my job and sleep.
Took a 2-hour nap on the couch in my office.
I took a 3-hour nap on the floor in the living room.
I feel now.
Honestly, still tired. Everyone's asleep. You wanna head upstairs and, you know.
Sleep.
Let's just do it right here.
Oh, I like the way you think.
I knew that he was going to say that. Just sleep. The thing is, right, is why would you want to stay home? It is literally the boring as anything. It's so boring, mate. Why would you want to stay in your house every single day? Especially looking after kids as well. Doesn't matter if it's your kid. It is, first of all, annoying. It's a kid. You know, take out whose it is crying, crapping, you know, burping, being sick. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want that. You want somebody else to take care of that. That's the whole point. Not, especially if you got a good job as well and you can outsource it, you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally do it. Like my house, for example, I feel like I'm always cleaning, I'm always wiping, I'm always sweeping constantly. And I'm at the point where I'm like, mate, if I could just offset some budget somewhere and get somebody in to do it, it'd be worth it. Somebody could say to me, why would you waste that? You could do it yourself. I could do it myself. Yes, I could. I could stay at home and I could look after the kids myself. Yes. But I've also got a budget that won't affect my life, which I could pay somebody to do it and make my life so much more fresh, so much more chill. You know what I mean? I can offset all of the problems, and that's how you look at it. You know what I mean? Like, leaving your kids, that's the hard part. It's the fact that you got to leave them somewhere and go somewhere else and not see them and worry about them. Are they okay? Are they not? That's the hard part. But like going through the cleaning, going through the changing, going through the activities and all that stuff, that's just stress. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to outsource that until they get to an age where they can walk, talk, chill, play, do everything themselves. And you know, I feel like both of them going back to work would be better for them as well. You know, you're gonna have one parent, if it was staying at home, who's always around the kids, and the other person that might feel a bit you know, ostracized and left out because them two are always bonding, playing, and one of the parents is always there with the connections, and then you're not there, and you feel like, you know, you're always missing and always thinking and dwelling. And I feel like going back to work and getting a nanny in, they can clearly afford it. They both had a good job, they got a big house, and it's not really going to be that bad for them. You know, that's something that you would do. So I'm happy that they made a decision. And you look at them as well, you know, you think that you want to stay home, you get put in a situation where, you know, either you go back to work, you slot right back into your old life, considering you've been there for years, you know what I mean? And you, on the other hand, you think that you could be at home and you think that you could be a stay-at-home parent, but then obviously you get thrust into the situation where all the jobs and everything and all the responsibilities on you, it turns out it's a bit too much and overwhelming. So I think it's good they come to a conclusion that they're both going to go back. And obviously, I don't know who's going to look after them. Could be Stuart, could be somebody else, but I feel like going to work, both of them, is the best decision. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So, the wedding date set. Location potentially set. And obviously in today's episode, they were scouting and they found out that this secret location, this club that, you know, Einstein used to go to, that Sheldon thought that it was exclusive and couldn't really get a place. Leonard's been going for years. He's been lying to him. He's been taking Penny there. Killing two birds with one stone, to be honest. He's been avoiding Sheldon, and he made it look like it's an executive plush VIP place where you could take Penny out for a date. It made him look good in two situations. One with her, well, not really with him, but, you know, he's kind of like worked in his favour. He was loving it. You know, let's have fair play to him there, working his magic well. But also, you know, they got the date, they called it in, they said, look, we'd like to book it. And Cricky Barry has obviously, you know, put a spanner in the works, and he's already got the location booked for his birthday. They've come, they've done a proposal, didn't really accept it, said, look, actually, do you know what? You clean all these barrels, I'll maybe consider it, you know, on these conditions. I get to bring somebody to the wedding, I also get to sing on the karaoke, and if any costs are incurred for the guests that I bring, then you take that bill. So that obviously means that he's going to bring a stripper, and he's just going to be racking it up and having a lot of fun. Now, Amy's like, look, you know, we'll change the location, we'll go somewhere different, it don't have to be here. Even though all episodes, you kind of wanted it to be there. Now, interestingly, you know, I was thinking, he wanted to sing her karaoke. She didn't really want him to, Amy. I personally think that having a karaoke at a wedding is actually a great idea. Like, everybody has different tastes, everybody has different opinions, but I also personally think that everybody should just be having a laugh and a good time. It should be a big old joke and party, to be honest. You know, like, you can have the full day that's formal, you can have all eyes on the woman, you can have everybody saying that she looks beautiful, you can have her making her feel like the world's most beautiful princess. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of a wedding day, in my opinion. You know, I'm just there to support the wife to be, you know what I mean? It's her day, let everybody celebrate her. Now, we go through the ritual, we go through the ceremony, we go through the day, we get married. Obviously, we have the evening meals, we all sit down, we have the guests and the family, and then we get to the after party, the good times, the bit where everyone's jamming and getting drunk and having a beer and celebrating. And in that time, I just think it should just be everybody having a buzz. Get a photo booth there, you know, get drinks flowing, get the karaoke going. You can't tell me that, like, personally, you know, I don't know if it's like a British thing or whatnot, but like, if you go into a pub, right, and they got like a DJ in the corner and they're just playing tunes, maybe like on a Friday night, you might get the odd person up and down, you know what I mean, having a good dance. However, if you get somebody over there, like Bill from the local corner shop, or do you know what I mean, you get Steve, the postman, in there, and he's singing Wonderwall, or he's singing, do you know what I mean, like a bit of Oasis, or the Stone Roses or something, do you know what I mean, like you Twisting My Melons, everybody's up there, they're all dancing, everyone's having a good time, and it's like, I don't know, karaoke just feels more vibey, more happy, more intimate. Everybody gets involved and you just get in there. So I personally love karaoke. Me, I don't know what everybody's opinions are. They might feel like it's not formal enough, you know, but I feel like the whole point is being engaged and feel close with all your guests and family, and I feel like it'd be a good idea. But they're going to change location. Leonard's kind of a little bit annoyed there because he scrubbed the barrels, but to be honest, it's all about the intention. Say about with the gifts where Sheldon tries to match value with value. That's not how a gift works. It works about thinking, you know what I mean? What does this person want that I can really give them, that I've thought about? Sometimes it could be zero value, sometimes it could be just doing a little small task for them. And like I said, you know, Leonard done his thing, small bit, cleaned it out so they can get the location. It's in their hands now. He's done it. Nothing to worry about. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm interested, obviously, to see the wedding venue, where they go, and obviously them actually get married. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.